What is going on YouTube? It is your boy MrBaboon back with a reaction video. This time we have animals with the roast mating rituals. We're going to react to this, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do check the description. I do have the video and the channel link down below in the description. If you guys want to check it out, you guys can. So, with that being said, we are going to go ahead and jump right into this. So...
let's start with the weird and slowly move to the stuff that keeps me awake at night. Number 10. Giraffes. You know in Cinderella when the prince goes around touching the feet of every woman in the kingdom to find the one. A male giraffe will do the same thing, but it's not feet he's interested in, it's urine. A male will approach around 150 females before finding the one that is ready to mate. Satisfied with the taste, he will do the creepiest smile possible, also known as the Fleeman response. But here is the creepy part. See, a lot of animals check the urine of the female to see if she is good to go. But usually the female just does her business on the ground for the male to inspect. But in the case of giraffes, he just goes right for the source and drinks up. Some experts would say it's easier that way since they are too far from the ground and it will put them in a vulnerable position. But that's what they want you to believe, because they are very capable of doing it, but I am not judging. Number 9. The Black Widow. If someone tells you the worst she can say is no, then meet the bravest spider out there. Because despite the impressive size difference, the male will approach the female and try to mate with her. Now some people think it's during lovemaking where the male is at risk, but some males don't even make it that far, because the moment he touches her web, he might be mistaken for a small prey. The male does all sorts of movements and sends distinct vibration through her web to let her know he is in fact not food. And then during the act, if the mood strikes, she will just snack on him and keep his sperm in a storage organ and fertilize her eggs whenever she chooses. And even if the male survives all this, on his way out she might just change her mind and go for dessert anyway. We forget sometimes how good we have it. Just imagine on your first date, trying to convince her you are not food but actually husband material, and just hope she stays in a good mood for the rest of the evening. They should take a page from the nursery web spider, because to avoid the wrath of his girlfriend, just before mating he gives her a gift, an insect wrapped in his web, in the hopes that she will be less hungry. If she accepts the gift, she unwraps it, starts eating it, while the male is doing his thing. Number 8. The anglerfish. On one hand, we have animals that make sweet love and never see each other again. On the other hand, we have those that mate for life. And then we have the anglerfish. The male is so small that for a while scientists thought there were no male anglerfish because each one they caught was a female. But since some females had a parasite on them, they decided to study those. And surprise, those 1-inch parasites were the males. See, the moment a male anglerfish is with a female, he bites her. So far so good, we all have been there. But then he never lets go. After fusing, the female provides blood with nutrients to keep him alive, and he provides sperm. With time, the male is completely absorbed by the female and she just keeps his testes for later use. In the movies, not finding a prom date on time is the end of the world, and for the anglerfish, it is definitely the end. Because in most cases, the males can't even feed themselves, so they need to find a female, otherwise they just starve to death. Number 7. The hippo.
Okay, we have been through like 3, I think. And it's just like, what the fuck? It just keeps getting worse and worse. As it just keeps going on. It just keeps getting worse. Bro, I'm so glad I'm not in the thing. Like, I'm glad I'm a fucking human and not an animal, cause holy shit, the mating life is a rough one. Holy shit. Like, I mean, you gotta worry about eating. You gotta worry about... And then, like, on top of that, the giraffe with the... drinking the... Like, what the fuck?
Now, how would you go about finding a partner? Tinder? Bars? The comment section? Well, have you tried shitting, peeing and farting at the same time?
What the fuck?
Because that's how the male hippos send a signal to all the females around. And it's so powerful that the female hippo can be far away and she will still get the message. With this technique, the hippo is confident he got himself some potential mates. But how can he be sure she's good to go? Well, it's exactly what you're thinking. She will shower him with, let's say, compliment, also known as submissive defecation. Truly magnificent, disgusting animals. Number 6. Clownfish. So this is the life of a clownfish. You are born male, so is everyone else, because all clownfish are born male. Then you spend your entire life fighting the others to get to the top of a very tough hierarchy. And then once you are the best, fastest, strongest one, you get your reward, you transition into the only female of the group. But there is a silver lining, only the second strongest of the group can mate with you. In some studies, they found out that if you put even just 2 males together, they fight and the winner becomes female. Number 5. Lovebirds. Lovebirds are the couple you see in the park and hate your life for the next 2 hours. The lovebirds meet, mate, then they spend the rest of their lives staying as close to each other as possible, singing together, feeding each other, and building a home together. And if they get separated from their mates, lovebirds will typically go through a depression-like state, but give them some time and they will rebound and find a new mate. Number 4. Prairie voles. Only 3% of mammals on Earth are faithful to their partner, and the prairie voles are one of them. Prairie voles are so loyal that a study tried to break their bond by giving them alcohol. I don't know what the researcher was going through for him to see a nice couple and the first idea he has was let's try to ruin this relationship.
No, for real.
And they found out that under the influence, drunk females wanted to be even closer to their boyfriends, but drunk males wanted something else. Thank you humans for ruining this lovely couple. Number 3. The praying mantis.
Shit, yeah.
The praying mantis have the worst version of Netflix and chill in the animal kingdom. The male knows he might die. In fact, 1 out of 4 males don't survive the date. But it's much worse than that. The sweet act begins, and if the females feel snackish, she will just take a bite of the male's head. But not in one go, she slowly but surely will eat the entire head. Now you might think this is a turn-off, and you should, but for the praying mantis, the male has a job to do and he just keeps at it. When the deed is done, she usually eats the rest of the male, giving her great nutrients for his strongest offspring. It's almost a win-win for everyone. Number 2. The porcupine. The porcupine is maybe the toughest male on this list. The female is open for business only 8 hours, once a year, and he has to make it count. But before being able to court the lady, he first needs to fight off every other male while she just sits there and watches. The winning male is usually clawed, bitten and full of quills, and the losing male is in a much worse state and some even die trying to get to the lady. Then the male will use a high-speed explosive jet of urine to cover the female, to allegedly stimulate ovulation. The ritual is over and now time for some action. And I know what you're thinking. How is it even physically possible? Well, it's a 3-step process. First, he gets on his hind legs and slowly approaches the female. Second, the female raises her tail, which gives the male a small window of operation. And third, the male prays that nothing startles the female. Before the number 1 and arguably the most psychopathic partner out there, here are some honorable mentions. The pufferfish will spend more than a week working 9 to 5 every day to make the perfect mating space on the ocean floor. He does all this by flipping his tiny fins and then proceeds to decorate the place with shells. It doesn't look big, but we are talking about a 4-inch fish here. Relatively speaking, it's like if you prepared a place 2 miles in diameter for your next date. And the female will sometimes refuse the whole thing. The bowerbird. The bowerbird is a weird one.
I wrote about the pufferfish one like a couple months ago, something like that. And I was like, okay, that's pretty fucking cool though, cause like a lot of divers will be really confused until they saw the pufferfish doing it one time or something like that, and I was like, okay, that's dope though.
First, he builds, like the name suggests, an elaborate bower. Then he decorates all the surroundings with everything he can steal: flowers, berries, pencils, bottle caps, you name it. The bird stands in his court and waits for the female. But here's the trick: the smallest objects are placed the furthest from the bower. So when a female comes to check out the real estate, she stands in the bower, and from her perspective, the male looks larger than he actually is. That's just dishonest, and I'm just glad humans don't do anything like that. And number 1, water striders. The male water strider might be the most toxic boyfriend you have ever heard of. The females have an actual chastity belt. They evolved a genital shield so that they can decide when and with whom they want it to be. So the male had to evolve too, but instead of evolving shield-knocking genitals or a bitter personality, they decided to just play Russian roulette with their mates. So here's how it goes. The male mounts the floated female, and if her shield is activated, he will start tapping his legs against the water surface until the female agrees to mate. The male is in fact creating ripples in the water surface to attract predatory fish. And since the female is at the bottom, she will be eaten first, so she opens her shield and accepts the male, only to escape a certain death. Thank you for watching, and I will see you.
I did not know that. What the actual fuck? Shit, I might have to get this one. And we might have to watch this one. React to that one. Yeah, definitely going to react to that one, I think. So, let me know what you guys thought. I did not know a lot of these, actually. I'm just like, what the fuck? Damn, am I glad to be a fucking human? Because the animal mating lifestyle seems like it is a pain in the ass. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Why? But it is what it is. Pretty fucked. You either get eating or you gotta smell like one of the piss taste. Like, it's just like, what the fuck? Some really fucked up shit. I'm good. I'll pass. Thank you. Let me know what you guys think down below in the video, in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Check the description. I got the video and the channel link down there if you guys want to check it out. See you guys in the next one. Positivity is key. Motivation is key. Happiness is key. I'll see you guys in the next video. You guys stay safe. Watch out for each other. I'll see you guys in the next one.